Hello, welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for June 18th, 2024. And this week we are working with the Time Traveler's Oracle, and we've been working with it all week. This is day 6, I guess, that we've been working with this deck. So the Time Traveler's Oracle is by Denise Lynn, and the artwork is by Scott Bredenthal. Hopefully I'm saying his name correct. The messages in this deck have been gorgeous, and the artwork is gorgeous. So this deck is brand new. I seen it on pre-order. I ordered it. It arrived about 2.5 weeks ago, maybe almost 3 weeks ago now. And I wanted to open up and use it right away for the readings, but some inner voice cooled me down a little bit and guided me to a couple other decks, but this felt like the right time. And so I'm still getting to know this deck, but I felt like it was time to use it for these readings. So I hope you've been enjoying it so far. Again, oops, sorry, bumping my lights. Please like, please subscribe. Please tell your friends about this channel. I'd love to help this channel grow so I can help spread more messages. So what Denise says about this oracle is travel through time to awaken your inner oracle. And she says that every card in the deck offers us a glimpse of another realm, another dimension, or another time period, and therefore the opportunity to connect with the energy and frequency of that time. So beautiful, beautiful. Her decks, I have multiple decks of hers, and they are all fabulous. And her messages are fabulous. And she is a fabulous human. I am pretty certain. Like, the very first time I seen her and listened to her speak, I was like, wow, she's something. And she is here to help act as a guide to us. So as always, I look at two things. I look at the energy card, which is the energy is the force that's directed towards us from the universe, our environment around us, the world around us. And the focus card is our intention, effort, or response that we put back into that energy. So let's take a look at our energy card. Okay, and then let's look at our focus card. All right. So Denise, in this card, in the guidebook, she has written information about each of the locations that the oracle takes us to, and then also the message from the oracle. So I will read both of those things because I do think it's very important what she has channeled through in this deck. So let's take a look at our energy card for today. We have the stability card, and it says, and I'm probably maybe going to pronounce this wrong, a baobab tree from Africa. And look at how gorgeous it is. It's a very big tree, and it's sheltering people with some shade. And it does look incredibly stable. Look at how thick that trunk base is. I mean, that thing would take a lot to move. So stability. Let me get to this. This is the 36 card. I have not pulled this card for myself when doing, you know, readings from the deck since I've got it. So let's see what this says, okay? The message from the baobab tree. I'm probably massacring that pronunciation. Let's now time travel several thousand years into the past. We arrive in the grasses of a hot, dry African savanna to stand at the base of a 1,000-year-old baobab tree. These trees can live for more than 2,000 years and be some of the oldest living organisms on Earth. The one we are gazing upon is 82 feet tall and 46 feet wide in diameter at the base, which is huge. We are in awe. We can feel its sacred energy and easily understand how these trees became steeped in legend. As we watch, people gather to perform a traditional ceremony inside the hollow interior and around the base. All right. So the Time Traveler's message is this: to gain stability in your life, take measure of your relationships, your finances, your possessions, and your health. Heal old wounds and strengthen relationships with your loved ones. Make careful plans for the future. Sometimes it's valuable to imagine a worst-case scenario, then figure out a strategy to survive and thrive. This can actually prevent that situation from occurring. However, do not act on these plans until you feel secure about going forward. I feel like that line is very important. Do not act upon these plans until you feel secure about going forward. And maybe when we get to our focus card, that will help us explain when we're going to know it's the right time. If you do not feel grounded in life, it is important that you put everything else aside until you do. Think things through before you take action. Do not rush into anything. If you are going to make financial investments, only make ones that are safe and secure. If it is not the time, it is not the time to take risks. I think that's also important. This is an excellent time to go into a partnership with others, whether it's a marriage, a business venture, or a creative project. If you move slowly, go deep, and look for constancy in life, lasting success will follow. And this happens to be page 111, and that's just one of those numbers that sticks out to me as being pretty important, those repetitive angel numbers. So let's take a look at our focus card today. We have higher consciousness, and this came up for us earlier in the week, and it was in our energy position. So it is tied to Sirius, the Pleiades, and the Arcturus system of the stars. And higher consciousness is the message. So let me get to that area of the book and read the message here. And I had just looked at my camera and it was 5:55 when I glanced at the camera. So we're getting a lot of these repeated angel numbers like page 111, 5:55. This is important. This is, I think, a very important message for us. So, many souls did not originate here on Earth. Some were seated in different dimensions and different star systems. Many mystics and indigenous origin myths tell of their ancestry in the stars. The Australian Aborigines have an oral tradition that speaks of their ancestors coming from the Pleiades. The ancient Egyptians built pyramids to align with the Sirius constellation. The Maori of New Zealand speak of communicating with Sirius and the entities there. The famous mystic Edgar Cayce said that his soul originated on Arcturus, from which was said to be one of the most advanced civilizations in our entire galaxy. You and I decide we want to experience those dimensions in the same way with the ancient people. So we travel to the stars. We jump from the Sirius star system to the Pleiades star system and then onto the Arcturus star system, having excellent adventures along the way. As we enter into the rarefied frequencies of each of these places, it is abundantly clear that their healing vibration and energy is higher than on planet Earth. What we feel, however, isn't physical, but a profound shift in our consciousness. There are no boundaries for the soul. And the time traveler's message is from this oracle. This card urges you to step into an elevated consciousness and rise above personal challenges and grievances. It is observing challenges from a higher frequency. Healing unfolds. This card also carries the energy of the mystic sage. When you raise your frequency, it is much easier for your own crown chakra to open and connect to your higher frequencies. Your intuition is expanding. Trust it. Beneath the surface, all is well. This card will also appear when entities of the higher frequencies and from other inner dimensions are reaching out to you. These wise beings in spirit are working with you to resolve physical and emotional challenges. Listen with your heart. When you get caught up in life, take a moment to look at the stars. Simply being open to star energy can change everything. So what we're looking at, I believe, here is we want to listen to messages from our higher consciousness, no matter where that energy comes from, whether we connect to the Sirius system, the Pleiadian system, the Arcturian system. And this over here was talking to us about making decisions and making changes, but knowing that there was no rush and waiting until the time was right. And I think we'll know the time is right by trusting our higher consciousness. As I said, I've seen many angel numbers when in the process of recording this reading. And so I really think this is important. And I think this message or this reading is much bigger than I can even begin to understand right now. And so I'm really interested to see how this day is going to play out. And I'm probably going to come back and look at this reading, you know, a week and then a month back and just see if some things made more sense then. This also talks about business ventures, maybe going into partnership with somebody. I think that's very interesting. And the answer is higher consciousness, listen to your soul, where you're from, and the messages from those places. And that is going to help you make the right decisions that are going to pay off with stability in your life. This is a really important day, I think, this Tuesday. Really, really important. Okay, please like, please subscribe, please share, please leave me comments. I'd love to hear what you think about this card deck. I would love to help this channel grow. So if you would subscribe and tell your friends about this channel, I would love to be able to help pass these messages on. Our Earth is going through such major changes right now that I think oracle cards serve as great guidance for us from our inner self, from our divine creator, from other star systems that we can't see, messages from our beautiful divine Mother Earth. And I just want to help people realize that they can get messages through these oracle cards. That's kind of a gift that I would like to give to people to help them understand how to receive these messages and move forward with our spiritual growth on this planet. So please like, please subscribe, please share, blah, 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 all that stuff. I hope you found the reading helpful. Again, my name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me today. Have a wonderful day, and I'll be back tomorrow with our last day's reading for this card deck this week.